Pistol squats versus step-ups. Which one should you do and what are the main differences? Stick around to find out. Hey, it's Oskar from GoPrimate here, and in this video I'm going to discuss pistol squats versus step-ups and share with you the 5 main things you might want to consider when choosing one over the other. Pistol squats and step-ups are both really effective unilateral lower body exercises that both target the glutes and the quads, but just in slightly different ways. Now, in my experience, I will say that step-ups do target the glutes more effectively, and I think that might be because at the bottom position of a step-up, you're in a more advantageous position to actually generate force with your glutes, especially if you also bend forward from the hips when you get that really good stretch in the glutes, compared to on a bottom position at the pistol squats when the quads are going to be very dominant. So for that reason, I would say that for the glutes, the step-up is going to be more effective. Now, both are of course good glute exercises, but if I will only choose one for the glutes, I will go with step-ups. Now, when it comes to quads, then in my experience, the pistol squat is going to be more effective here. And that is because at the very bottom position, the quads are going to be very heavily loaded in order to squat up. Of course, the glutes will also be involved, but the quads are going to be taking the majority of the responsibility to actually squat up from the bottom position. So I will definitely say that when it comes to training the quads, the pistol squat will be more advantageous than the step up. Next, mobility. So pistol squats do require a lot of lower body mobility in your hamstrings, hips, and especially your ankles. Now, ankle mobility and pistol squats are very closely related, and you're going to be needing a significant amount of ankle mobility in order to safely be able to perform pistol squats. Now, with step-ups, of course, mobility will be helpful, but it's not as crucial or critical as in pistol squats. So therefore, a step-up might be more usable for most people because a lot of people tend to have a lot of tightness in the lower body, and in that case you need to work on that before you can move on to pistol squats. But when it comes to step-ups, you can more or less immediately start doing them, and of course mobility will be important in step-ups as well, but just not as crucial as it will be for pistol squats. So for that reason, step-ups might just be more usable for the majority of people. Next, complexity. So here pistol squats do require more cognitive effort, so you need to actually focus a little bit more when doing pistol squats compared to step-ups because they are quite technically demanding, and you need to also engage your core quite a lot by keeping your legs straight, and you need to also be coordinated enough to be able to push your hips back on a pistol squat. But whilst on a step-up, again, of course you need to always focus when you do your training, but a step-up does require less cognitive effort than a pistol squat. So therefore, again, it is more beginner friendly and more usable for the majority of people. Next, knee safety. So both require knee stability, but pistol squats do require significantly more knee stability than step-ups do. And with pistol squats, you need to put a lot of focus and effort into keep that knee very steady and stable. So you have to be very careful with your knee swaying around too much, because that can be very dangerous for your knee, so it does have some risk to it. With a step up, it's not as easy to wobble with the knee as it is with a pistol squat. And early on when you begin doing pistol squats, when you're about to fully extend your leg, if you don't pay very close attention to the stability of your knee, then you might just feel a sharp pain in your knee at that point. And that just shows that you need to put a lot of focus and effort into really focusing on keeping that knee steady and stable throughout the movement, but especially when you're about to really come into an extended position of the knee. So when your leg is about to be almost completely straight, really pay close attention to the knee staying very stable at that point. And I will also say here that early on when I did pistol squats, I happened to sometimes get that sharp pain in the knee if I didn't pay close attention to what I was doing. But nowadays when my pistol squats are already very solid and strong, even if I wouldn't pay that close attention to my knee stability, I don't experience that sharp knee pain anymore. So I haven't had that in a super long time. And my theory here is that it's because some stabilizing muscles that support the knee have gotten more developed, and therefore the knee is more sturdy and stable. Now, of course, you still need to pay close attention to what you're doing no matter what, but I noticed that even if I wouldn't be as focused on the knee stability nowadays, the sharp knee pain doesn't occur anymore. So there you can also argue that it's a good reason to do pistol squats, because you're going to really challenge that knee stability, and when you challenge it, you can also improve it a lot. But with step-ups, it's, not as common to have any type of knee pain. So That's something you might want to keep in mind. And something else you might think about is it good to have pressure on the knee like that in a pistol squat? Because the range of motion is going to be very extreme. My opinion is that if you have healthy knees, it's good to apply pressure on the knees because our joints are meant to be folded and have some pressure on it. And that is one of the ways in which you actually create synovial fluid. So I would say for healthy knees, it's actually good to put that pressure on the knees. But if you're struggling with your knee health and you've been experiencing some knee problems or knee pains, then in that case, a step up might be the friendlier option for you. So that is something you might want to consider, knee safety in general. But again, remember, challenging stability might not be a bad thing, and applying pressure on the knee might not also be a bad thing. So if we now play that magical game that you've been waiting for, which is that we live in a planet where you can only choose one exercise, which one you would choose? So this is how I would reason through this. For the better quad exercise, I will choose pistol squats. For the better glute exercise, I will choose step-ups. For the more beginner-friendly exercise, I will choose step-ups. But for the better overall lower body mass builder, I will choose pistol squats. But luckily, we live in a planet where you can actually do both exercises. So I would highly recommend that you do both of these, because that is how you get the most overall developed physique and body. And one big factor when it comes to staying injury-free in training is variety in your exercises. So if you just train one same exercise the whole time, your injury risk is going to go up. So that's why you also want to include some variety into your training. And the same applies here. For the best results, short and long term, I would recommend doing both because they both have awesome benefits. And if you at the moment maybe can't perform a full pistol squat just yet, then I would recommend that you go and have a look at this series right here that's going to teach you everything you need to know and all the steps you need to take in order to safely achieve your first pistol squat. Now that is it for this video. I hope you find it helpful, and if you did find it helpful, then please go ahead and leave this video a like, it's highly appreciated, and subscribe to the channel for more tips on how to optimize your body weight, ring and at-home fitness training. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.